Hello everybody, how are we all doing? I hope having a good week so far. So today is Thursday, 17th of December 2015. You know what that means. Star Wars The Force Awakens is now officially released, at least here in the UK. It's out in America tomorrow and subsequently everywhere else as well. I went to the midnight showing, enjoyed it. It was amazing. Packed crowd. People in costume. I took a few photos of some cosplayers as well. It was amazing. But before we get to the review, I want to first of all announce the winner of the competition that I held earlier this month, I believe. And the question that I asked, before I actually get on to the question, what's interesting is, I'm quite surprised as the amount of people that entered this competition. I would say I was expecting a huge number, but only 5 of you, okay, that's right, 5, only 5 of you entered the competition. So I was quite surprised. I was really surprised. I was expecting quite a huge number of people. Was it the question? Was the question too hard for you? Maybe, who knows? But anyway, let's get on with it. So the question that I asked was, in the original trilogy, who played the character of Wedge Antilles? And not only that, can you also name me his real life nephew and who he played in the Star Wars prequels? So the actor that played Wedge Antilles is none other than Dennis Lawson, and his real life nephew is that of Ewan McGregor, who played Obi-Wan Kenobi in episodes 1, 2 and 3. So congratulations to all 5 of you who did enter and answered the question correctly, okay? I've already chosen the winner, okay? And it is Brian Rodriguez, okay? So you're the winner. However, that being said, because only 5 of you entered, all of you are getting prizes, okay? They're not big prizes. They're relatively small prizes, but nonetheless, I got enough items to pretty much give away to all of you. So, but because Brian's the winner, he's going to get more prizes than everybody else. So please, I'm going to email all of you individually. So reply back with your address, and then after Christmas and New Year, because obviously I don't want to send them away now because the post's going to be crazy. After Christmas and New Year, once the holidays have died down, I'll get all the items and prizes posted out to everybody, okay? So like I say, Brian Rodriguez, you are the main winner, but everybody else, Anthony Manley, Nick Rosiek, Jordan Houghton and Dan Willoughby, you're all getting prizes as well, just purely for the fact that you entered. But because there wasn't such a big list of people entering, I'm going to give you all prizes anyway. So there. So yeah, congratulations, well done. Yay. Right, the film itself, well, okay. The plot, essentially, if you've read it elsewhere, is that Luke Skywalker has disappeared. He's essentially somehow vanished. We do eventually find out why in the film, but he's vanished, and it's basically a mission to find Luke. And that's where we have Poe Dameron and then also BB-8. It pretty much, in a way, it goes parallel with what we saw in episode 4. Because obviously in episode 4, Princess Leia delivers a message to Obi-Wan Kenobi about the Death Star plans and how it can be destroyed and all that sort of stuff in R2-D2. And here we have BB-8 in the same role as R2 was, for, to help find Luke. Without giving any spoilers away, because we don't want to give spoilers away, without giving spoilers away, all I can tell you is that everything you see in this film, if you had low expectations, they will exceed it. If you had high expectations, they will still exceed it. There are elements, I've read a few people's concerns of the film, that it seems a bit too generic in places. And there were certain other parts of the film where what happened in the film between 2 people should have happened to 2 other people. There's an interaction between two characters that people weren't so sure that should have happened between them. It should have been between two other people instead. And for those of you that have watched it, you probably know exactly what I'm referring to. Please do not post any spoilers in the comments, because if I see any, they will get deleted. Please don't post any spoilers. But yeah, so as I say, the plot is that Luke Skywalker's vanished, and it's pretty much a mission to find him. At the same time, we've got the First Order, led by Kylo Ren and the character that's played by Domhnall Gleeson. I actually don't even know who the character is, to be perfectly honest. It's pretty bad of me that I don't know his character. To be fair, I've not really read up on a lot of the characters in the film. That's it, General Hux. So General Hux is part of the First Order along with Kylo Ren, and Kylo is pretty much continuing what Darth Vader sort of, started essentially back in episodes 4, 5, and 6. You see in a trailer where he says, I'm going to finish what you started, this, that, and the other. And we do actually see there's a part in the film where Kylo's actually talking to the burnt helmet of Darth Vader, basically, asking for guidance and all that sort of stuff. Daisy Ridley's character, Rey, she is important, is all I'm going to say on that one. Finn is a very interesting character. Very interesting character. He's very conflicted. He isn't who you guys might think he is, despite what you might have seen in the trailers. He is not who you think he is. But he's very conflicted. And I'm sure that come episodes 8 and 9, I'm hoping we'll see where he's heading, where he wants to go. He belongs elsewhere. Where he starts in the film, he doesn't feel like that's where he should be. So he's very conflicted about him. We don't know much about his past, but he does tells other characters what happened to him as a child, where he's been pretty much all of his life. So as I say, he's very conflicted. Oscar Isaac's Poe Dameron is pretty much like the hero in a sense. He's not the main hero, but he's essentially a hero. Andy Serkis's character, the Supreme Leader Snoke, it wasn't what I expected. Again, there wasn't any background story about his character, but give it another when we get to episodes 8 or 9, I'm sure we'll get a bit more history about how he became the Supreme Leader. Gwendolyn Christie's character, Captain Phasma, not as she didn't really make as much of an impact as I was expecting. But again, I'm sure that in the next episodes we'll see her character develop. Chewbacca, self-explanatory. He was amazing. Han Solo and General Leia, as she's now known, again, it was just so awesome. The whole entire auditorium just sort of like leapt in sort of a glee when we saw both Han Solo and Chewbacca appear for the first time in the film. Another thing I would like to say about Rey is that she's a damn good pilot. Okay, she's a damn good pilot. She knows how to fly a vehicle, a spaceship. Sorry, she knows how to fly. That's for sure. C-3PO as well, and even R2-D2 makes an appearance. They're very small, but they're a big impact. And it's now official that both C-3PO and R2-D2 are now the only characters to have appeared in every single Star Wars film ever made. That's quite a feat, to be fair. I'm sure we'll see them in 8 and 9 as well. They will be the only two characters to have appeared in every single Star Wars film made. So that's pretty good. Lupita Nyong'o's character, she's cute. She's cute, but at the same time, she knows the ways of the Force. Okay. She's like a female version of Master Yoda, is all I'm going to describe her as. She's very wise and kind as well, and very gentle. But she can have a bit of a mean streak, and you'll see what I mean when you watch the film. She's got a soft spot for Chewbacca, basically. But yeah, no, it was a return to form. J.J. Abrams has done the franchise proud, and it's, as I say, it's pretty much gone back to basics. You know, he's kept it basic, he's kept it simple, but he's made it so effective and a huge impact that pretty much everybody who has seen it has come out basically saying, for the majority of people, especially for those who saw episode 4, it was like being transported back to 1977 for a lot of people. In fact, I know there are people there who went to see the first Star Wars film as a kid, taken by their parents. They're now the ones taking their kids to see the films. It's just great. It was all I can say. It's a good parallel sort of, you know, generation just following on from the last one. It's great to see that. But yeah, overall, like I say, the film was amazing. As I said about Finn, he is not who you think he is, okay? We see him wield a lightsaber, yes. But that's all I'm going to say on that one as well. But it was just such an amazing thing to watch. And there are comedy moments, particularly with Han and Chewbacca as well. Huge emotional elements in there as well. And so many nods to the original trilogy as well. It was just fantastic to see all of that stuff. But like I say, overall, if you do watch this film and then you think, oh, this reminds me of this reminds me of that, I think that's the clear message that JJ is trying to portray, is that he's pretty much gone back to basics, to what George Lucas first created. And don't forget, this is George Lucas's universe. And I know whatever reservation you have about George and what he did with the prequels and how he then changed the original trilogies with the DVD releases and the Blu-ray releases and all that sort of stuff, whatever reservations you have, you cannot deny that he has given us one of the most loved franchises, science fiction franchises ever created. You know, Star Wars will forever be above and beyond the most loved franchise in the world, in the universe, in the freaking galaxy, whatever you want to call it. So hats off to George for giving us the universe in the first place, and congratulations to J.J. Abrams and everybody else involved for episode 7. I can't wait for episode 8, which is not out until 2017. I know that next year will be the first of the anthology series, Rogue One. Basically, that storyline is going to take place, I think, just before episode 4. So that'll be interesting to see how that one pans out as well. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be next year. And as I say, 2017 will be episode 8. And then it's all pretty much going to kick off from there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm so pleased that we finally got it. And it's actually the first Star Wars film that I wouldn't say it's the first Star Wars film I've seen in the cinema. It's the 4th one, because I saw episodes 1, 2 and 3. But this is obviously the first one taken after episode 6. To be able to sit in the cinema and say, I was there, I'm happy to say that. So that was brilliant. But yeah, absolutely amazing. So let me know what you guys thought of it. Again, as I say, please don't post any spoilers. It's going to be interesting to see exactly where we go from here, especially with Kylo Ren's character and also Rey and Finn. I mean, they're going to be the main 3 now, from what I can gather from what we've seen in the film. And also Poe Dameron as well is going to have an impact as well. So it's going to be very interesting. So I'm going to leave it there, people. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I'm going to see it again. Definitely going to see it again. But yeah, absolutely amazing. So may the Force be with you. Thank you all very much for watching. See you all very soon. Bye.